Give me a scale of 1 to 10. Likelihood of Marc-Andre Fleury coming back.
I feel like at this point, it feels like a 50-50.
I would have said 6, yeah.
Because, like, he's been great.
But it's less about him.
Right. Well, the combination of, like, well, realistically, it's that and, like, the fact that Wallstedt's having such a down year. And now he's
down year, and Fleury does not want to stop playing.
Right. Has he said that he wants to play more?
No, but it's been hinted by Russo. Like, he came on with me and Joe a week or two ago and, like, basically said, like, we'll see. Like, he's not saying that Fleury's coming back or that Fleury's said anything, but as soon as Russo says, we'll see if he, like, actually hangs him up, that tells me that there's at least, like, something being tossed around behind the scenes, right? Like,
yeah, and I mean, and, like, the most obvious statement of all time, if he's like, hey, Billy, I kind of want to go another year, he's getting signed in 2 seconds. Like, I mean, it's like a no-brainer to bring him back again. Because, I mean, especially...
But what does that say? I mean, maybe this is the perfect transition then. Let's talk Iowa Wild. Dude, is Jesper Wallstedt going to be okay?
I think he's going to be fine, everybody. He is hurt, though.
Have you read Twitter? Have you read Twitter of late?
Oh, the shit that I've been sent. I have people sending me, like, old goals from, like, October. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Like, I mean, I don't care. I mean, this is, like, the first year that he's had in a long time, like, even before he got drafted, where he's just, like, it's been bad. And it sucks, too, because, like, the last game he played in, but right before he got hurt, was not a good game for him. But the 2 before that, he was fucking lights out. He had his first shutout of the fucking year. And then he had, like, another, I think they won, I think he gave up 1 goal. And he made, like, 34, 35 saves. So, like, he's had a few games in there where it's like, that's the Wallstedt that we've, like, become accustomed to or whatever. And, like, just since before I got drafted. But this is the first year it's been, like, mostly bad. And we'll see what it looks like after this injury too, because it doesn't sound like it's a great injury.
For the first, like, month and a half of the season, I'm totally willing to throw that out and, like, chalk it up to him being head fucked because Billy for sure had him convinced that he was going to be in Minnesota for the most part. I can deal with that for a young goalie who, like, had his mindset on something and gets buried down in Iowa. I can accept it. It's more concerning that he hasn't come around at any point, really. Like, he's had some okay spots, but I think long-term he's fine, but I can understand. Like, I can empathize with fans who are like, what is happening here?
Right.
Like, I get the concern. I do. I understand where you're coming from. I understand if you are worried and think, like, oh my God, maybe this guy isn't the future. I don't think we're going to know that anytime soon. Like, probably getting through all of next season before we even have a serious conversation about that.
Yeah. And I mean, what you always say too, whenever we do the prospect shows, I always have Wallstedt 1, and, like, you either have him 2 or 3. You're like, hey, like, goaltending's voodoo. You have no idea. So he's also 22 years old. Like, playing, by the way, in Iowa, which is not a goalie friendly place to play. Especially lately. Actually, realistically, like, the last 3 years. And I mean, the year before he was an all-star. I think he was actually 2-time all-star, maybe. No, he was 2023 all-star, I think. I'm gonna pull it up again. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy too that he's the all-time wins leader in Iowa for a goalie. It's just, like, funny. I know they haven't been around, but it's, like, in my head, it's crazy. But it's just been, it's been a down year. Again, I understand people being like, yo, what's going on? But the second it's like, gotta trade him, I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? Like, all right, that's insane.
It's also different too when, like,
let's be real.
No, but also, Z, like, let's take a step back, because usually I'm the one that says, like, fans, chill the hell out. Like, you are overreacting to whatever. They don't watch Iowa. Like, it's not as easily accessible. It's not on TV. They just see the stats and they see other people talking about how bad he is. Like, I genuinely understand. I don't agree with you guys, like, dogging him, but, like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, you're wrong to do it. Like, I get it. Like, if I'm high school me again, I'm probably sitting here burying Wallstedt saying we need to trade him for parts, whatever. Like, I get it.
And you know what? You know what doesn't help? That contract that he's making. He's gonna make 2 sheets next year.
Good for him.
More than doubling his
what did he sign a one-way?
I don't remember.
Because not only for the dollars, but that also complicates things if you call him up. He's stuck.
Yeah. Oh, that's the thing too. It's
that's another reason that if Fleury comes back, you're basically counting on Gustafsson being, or not Gustafsson, sorry. Wow. Wallstedt being in the minors all year. Like,
yeah, I think it's a 2-year one.
That'll be a big thing.
Or something.
That'll be a big thing.
Yeah, it's a one-way. So yeah, it's 1 way. It's just crazy. It's just like, oh boy.
That's like, I understand though, like general fan concern. It'd be different if like it was in the NHL and they're watching this like early 20s goalie and we're like, guys, goalies come along slower, chill out. They're just seeing the stats, seeing what's going on, thinking he should dominate the AHL like he has in the past. I get it. I do. I really understand. I just don't agree.
Right. People forget, first goalie in Minnesota Wild organization history to score a goal, by the way. He was the first ever.
Fleury's like, God damn it.
He's like, son of a bitch. Let me fight someone. Fine. Let me just fight someone at least. But yeah, I mean, again, like with him, it's been a bad go. And I mean, like, even when he mixes in one good game this year, it's been one of those things where it's like, all right, he's gonna, hopefully ride this, get a little momentum. Next 2 games, he's getting shelled. And I can't emphasize enough, not a goalie friendly environment down there at all. Especially given this year too, like with Minnesota's injuries, how many guys have been getting like called up whether or not they play, but they miss a game or 2 in Iowa. So it's like,
that's kind of key here, right? Like Iowa is continuously going to be ragdolled by whatever the Minnesota Wild need.
Yeah. And I mean, they've also like, not just that, but like even Iowa themselves, they've also had crazy bad luck with injuries this year. Like it's a whole organizational thing where it's like they signed Dylan Ferguson. He clears waivers because they needed to sign him because they needed another fucking goalie. And then the day that he cleared waivers, he gets hurt in that game and he was out. And it's fucking nuts. Like it's like the injury issue has not just been in Minnesota. It's also been in Iowa and it is crazy.
Yeah, that's fair.